Good morning, children. This is Shubhal sir speaking. In the previous video, we had a discussion on exercise 3.4. I'm sorry, 3.3. In this particular video, we are going to discuss about exercise 3.4, which is mostly about some statement-based questions and some provings and logical questions are given in this particular exercise. So, children, in this particular exercise, once we complete this particular exercise, we are going to start a very new chapter, that is cube and cube roots. We are almost over with this particular chapter 3. So in this particular chapter, exercise 3.4, the firstly things which are given, that is state true and false. Then some provings are there, some logical questions are there. So let us discuss about, we won't go for long for this particular exercise. We will briefly discuss, and once I complete this particular exercise, I want you all to go for this and to practice these things very nicely. And I'll be asking for the submission of your entire copy. You will be clicking the photos of your entire chapter of chapter 3, and you will submit in my personal WhatsApp. So till in this particular video, we are going to discuss about the first question, that of true and false. All rectangles are square. All rectangles are square. That is true or false. Children, the very first things that you have to understand, all squares, all the squares, so whatever the squares we can see, like squares, the basic property of square is all four sides are of equal measures, diagonals are of equal measures, and all the angles are of equal measures. A complete quadrilateral, you can say a regular quadrilateral, in which you can find a regular polygon in which like all the sides and angles are of equal measures. So here one thing that I have to understand, how rectangles are different from squares. If you talk about rectangles have got two pair of opposite sides, okay, that is matching with squares, fine. All angles are of 90 degree, that is matching with square, fine. All the both the diagonals are of equal measures, matching with square, that is fine. But all the sides of rectangle are not equal, in which square have got all the sides are of equal measures. So what is the difference is coming over here? The difference is coming that all the rectangles are not square, but every square are rectangles, because all the properties of square mostly matches with rectangle, but rectangle's property in some properties doesn't match with square. Whatever the properties of a square have, like opposite sides are parallel, matching with rectangle, opposite sides are equal measures, matching with rectangle, all the angles are of 90 degree, matching with rectangle, diagonals bisect each other, matching with rectangle. So in this regard, we can say that all the rectangles are not square, but every square is a rectangle. Although we could say that square is a special rectangle, square is short of special rectangle, but rectangles are not square. Now, question number B is about all rhombuses are parallelogram. How rhombuses, the property of rhombuses matches with parallelogram? That is that's very interesting, and before we understand this, we have to know the properties of rhombus and parallelogram. What is rhombus? Rhombus is a quadrilateral. Parallelogram is also quadrilateral. In rhombus, opposite sides are parallel. In parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. In rhombus, diagonals bisect each other. In parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. In rhombus, opposite angles are equal. In parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So in this regard, we could say that all the rhombuses are all the rhombuses are parallelogram. Now, question number C. Question number B is true. All the rhombuses are parallelogram. Number C is about all squares are rhombuses and also rectangles. Just in the previous question number A, I had explained that all the squares are rectangles. So that is true, that all the rectangles are, all the squares are rectangles. That's all right. One more question, that is, one more part of this particular question is given that all squares are rhombuses. All squares are rhombuses. How squares are how squares matches with rhombuses, that is a very important thing. Let us go for the properties of squares and rhombus. In square, all four sides are of equal measure. Rhombuses have got all sides are of equal measure. In square, opposite sides are parallel. In rhombus, opposite sides are parallel. In square, opposite angles are equal. In rhombus, opposite angles also equal. In square, diagonals are perpendicular bisector. In rhombus also diagonals are perpendicular bisector. So in this regard, we can say that all these squares are rhombus. And moreover, we could explain in this way also that squares are parallelogram and rhombuses are also parallelogram. So some till some extent that the properties of squares and properties of rhombuses matches. So here we can say that all these squares and all the rhombuses, all the squares are rhombus. Now question number D. All squares are not parallelogram. That is absolutely false. Every squares are parallelogram. Every properties of parallelogram matches with, every properties of square matches with parallelogram. But here one thing we have to understand, every parallelograms are not square. Because when we are talking about parallelograms, it includes many figures like rhombus, it includes rectangle. So rectangles are not square. So here we have to understand the difference between parallelogram and square. All the squares, every properties of square matches with parallelogram. Almost every properties of squares matches with parallelogram. Square is a kind of a parallelogram, but every parallelograms are not square. Because when we're talking about rectangle is also parallelogram. It's a special parallelogram. But rectangle's some properties doesn't match with square. So we cannot say that every parallelograms are square. But all these squares are parallelogram. Now question number E. All kites are rhombus. Children, all kites cannot be rhombus. Let us understand the properties of rhombus and kite and rhombus. Kite is a figure in which two adjacent sides are equal. Only two adjacent sides are equal. But in rhombus, all the sides are equal. In kite, diagonals are perpendicular, but not bisector. Only one diagonal of kite gets bisected. Other one remains normal. Other one is not bisected. So kites are not rhombus because the properties of kites doesn't match with rhombus. But in the next question, all rhombuses are kites. But when we are talking about rhombus are genuinely a kite, because almost every properties of rhombus matches with kite. Like when we're talking about rhombus have got rhombus have got four sides. A kite have got four sides. In rhombus, opposite angles are equal. In kite, a pair of opposite sides is equal. But actually, children, we have to go for the maximum number of matches. Maximum number of matches. In which regard maximum numbers of properties are matching, we have to consider that one only. So when we're talking about rhombus have got two diagonals. Kite have got Kite has got two. I have got two diagonals. Then in rhombus, opposite sides are parallel. So in kites also, like, opposite sides are parallel. But the only difference between kites and rhombus, there are many differences between kites and rhombus are, in kites only a pair of opposite angles are equal, but in rhombus all four angles, in rhombus also, or like opposite angles are in kites only one pair of opposite angles are equal, but in rhombus both the pair of opposite angles are equal. So children, here is something, it might be it might sound a bit confusing, but if you draw the diagrams and if you write down the properties, you will be able to understand where the differences are coming. So here in some regards we could say that all like rhombuses are kites. Question number G is about all parallelograms are trapezium. It's true. Most of the properties of parallelograms matches with trapezium. So, but trapeziums are not parallelogram. The properties of parallelograms matches with trapezium, but every trapeziums are not parallelogram. Question number H is about all squares are trapezium. That's true. The properties of squares matches with trapezium. The properties of squares supports the properties of trapezium, but trapeziums are not square. Question number 2 is about identify quadrilaterals, four sides of equal length. Quadrilateral, four sides of equal length, we could say square and rhombus. Question number B is four right angles, square and rectangle. In this particular, these two figures have got 90-degree angles, so all four angles are of 90 degree. Question number 3 is how square is a quadrilateral. A square is quadrilateral in some regards that it has got four sides. That's why it's a quadrilateral. It's a parallelogram because opposite sides are parallel and opposite angles are also equal. How square is a rhombus. A square has got all four sides of equal measures. A rhombus have got all four sides of equal measures. A square has got perpendicular bisectors. Rhombus have got perpendicular bisectors. A square opposite angles are of equal measures. A rhombus have got opposite angles are of equal measures. A square is a rectangle in this way that a square have got opposite sides parallel and equal. A rectangle has got opposite sides parallel and equal. Diagonals bisect each other in square, in rectangle also. So in this regards we could say that square is a rectangle also. Question number 4 is about quadrilaterals whose diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. That is square, rectangle, rhombus. Diagonals bisect each other. A quadrilateral perpendicular bisector of each other. Perpendicular bisector of each other. That is, we could say a rhombus and a square. They are bisector as well as perpendicular on each other. But in case of rectangle, they are only bisectors but not perpendicular. Then it says that quadrilateral whose diagonals are equal. That is square and rectangle. But in case of rhombus, diagonals are of not equal length. They are perpendicular bisector, but the lengths are different. So children, I'm explaining up to this much today, and there is a question number 6. I'll be expecting you all in the next period. You'll be showing me question number 6, and all whatever I have explained, I want this all on your copy, and which is to be submitted in the next period, in the second period of mathematics. Today's second period of mathematics, I want all your works of exercise 3.4, and if you want to show your copy, actually what I want to go for a new chapter. Before I go for a new chapter, I want you all to submit your works. You can show me the entire chapter 3. I'll go for corrections of your copies, and tomorrow perhaps we will be starting a new chapter, that is chapter cube and cube roots. Till then, thank you children. Thank you so much.